welcome back to another video here at the Aspen Apartments in Amarillo. Melissa and I have been here for what now, 4, 5, 6 days now, almost a week actually. We were here, well, I guess we got here Thursday. We've basically just been working, meeting with the team here, getting everything coordinated. Now it's Monday afternoon, and so we just wanted to show you guys all the progress that's been made so far. As you can tell right here, all of the property, the entire property basically has been painted. If we spin around here, we got all these already painted. All the buildings, the entire property, phase 1 has been painted. So for example, right here, we have all of our staircases, all the siding and stucco, all painted. So the other thing, if we can spin it back around here too, is recently we went ahead and made the decision to go ahead and add gutters for the entire property on this side. Originally that wasn't part of the plan, but kind of looking around and assessing the situation, and also there was a little bit of a miscommunication between our GC and the subcontractor. At the end of the day, long story short, we got a really good deal on our gutters, so we decided to go ahead and put gutters all around the entire property. Previously we were only going to do the fronts of the walkways here where the staircases were, but I think it makes a lot of sense, especially because of the cost that we got, to go ahead and do all the gutters, and it looks great. It protects the asset, it protects all the rain from washing down on the side, potentially going into windows, causing more wood damage, things like that. A lot of good benefits from that. So let's go this way. We can show you the status of the pool, which has been a pain point of mine, and then basketball court, and then we're gonna head to the office. All right, we're now here at the pool, which unfortunately is not done yet, as you can tell. They have been working on it, so if we come over here, we did have a return line leak in here, which they obviously dug out all the concrete and put up this whole section here. That has been fixed for sure. They pressure tested everything, so the return lines and all the returns, all the actual mechanics of the pool, the inner workings of the pool is working. All the equipment that's in that equipment room is also working perfect. Now it's just getting to the pretty stuff and doing the replaster and the painting. So this is actually a fiberglass pool, so they had to do some patching all around, sandblasted everything down. They're going to then come on Thursday and paint all this stuff to a nice blue color. That way it's going to pop when we have the water filled in, and they're going to come back with the depth markers and all the proper signage and everything like that. So hopefully by maybe next week, middle of next week, when the paint dries and everything is good, they can start filling water back in. So hopefully in about a week and a half or so, we'll have water. Melissa already ordered all the furniture. We already have all the furniture here. Actually, it's in the store in the container back here. And I don't want to take you into the clubhouse because really nothing has been done yet. The electrical rough-in has been completed, so we're waiting for the drywall guys to come back and start that project. That should be sometime this week, later on this week. So come and do the drywall, and then the trim out, all that stuff. So hopefully, it was promised to us that it was going to be done end of June. Melissa and I still think it's likely to be optimistic. So we're kind of preparing ourselves to be like middle of July when this is ready. I think we've said in the prior updates that all the equipment and everything, the flooring guys, everything they're already ready to go once this is ready. So
I'm standing underneath our giant pavilion. This picnic table was already here, so we're just going to reuse it, but this structure just got painted the same dark gray that we used on the fascia of the building. And as you can see, the stonework for the 2 gas grills have been put in, so we're just waiting for the counters to come in. The granite counters have already been chosen, and then once that's in, we can install the grills. The equipment has been ordered, so once the counters come in, it should be pretty quick to finish.
Yeah, that should be next week sometime when these get installed. But yeah, this looks really good. You can't tell on camera, but it's like a dark gray. The other big project that we finished up here recently is the installation of all new ACs, the condensers outside. There's about 200 and some odd units on this phase of the property. So all the ones on here, basically we replaced 170 of them, so almost in all of them. So there's no more R22 units anymore, so they're all 410A, and our contractor did a fantastic job, knocked these out real quick. And so yeah, they're really good. The next project that we're gonna do is a landscaping project. So we're gonna basically trim out maybe 18 to 24 inches away from these ACs, so we can keep the grass out of the coils for the AC, so the ACs will last longer and we'll have less recurring maintenance issues. So that's another project that is going to be happening. Hopefully we can find a good landscaper, because that's been a big part of another pain point of ours here at the Aspen, is finding a solid landscaper. Mainly because I think it's a staffing issue that's a problem across the board, across the country. The unemployment issues, or the unemployment stimulus checks and all this stuff, has had a huge detrimental effect on our ability to hire the right people, and it's not just us, it's all the different businesses across the board, landscapers, the concrete crew. You talk to anybody, the pool companies. So that's why our pools have taken this long, is they just don't have the staff, and they also have to service other customers, not just us. Hopefully when the additional unemployment benefits end of June, we'll be able to get more staff.
Our basketball court refresh is now complete. We chose a dark gray and this blue color. It was previously red and green. We really like our choice. One thing that has happened since getting this basketball court redone is it has attracted a lot of people from other apartment complexes. Obviously we have a very nice basketball court, and so people are just coming on here when they don't live here. So we are considering just closing off this entrance with a door and just having one entrance over there, and installing a gate with like a push code, so that this basketball court is just for residents only.
Yeah, and you can tell it's a good vantage point. All of these buildings have been painted, and all the gutters and everything. So you can tell all across the board. So yeah, it's looking really good.
We're now at our new dog park. We're really pleased that a lot of residents are using it. We've put in this bench right here, a trash can, 3 doggy waste stations, so there's no excuse not to pick up after your pets. There's a fire hydrant there, and then a pet parking so you can hang your leash. And then you walk this way, there's a sign that says the Aspen Apartments Pet Park Rules. It's right here.
On the landscaping front, we already have another landscaping company kind of selected. He was the original person that we had contacted here. He's been the one that's super responsive, super hands-on. He always comes and chats with us here in the office, or chats with the manager here in the office. So we're likely going to be switching to him, to his company here very shortly. But we are here in front of our new monument sign. This is a new location for it, because right here, this is where they had the kind of like site map, community map sign. And then over here behind me was the prior sign, which was in a bad location because it was kind of tucked away behind there. And so we felt this location back here is a little bit better. And so yeah, we really love how the new signage came out. What we're going to be doing here, just had a discussion with the other landscaping company, is they're going to be coming here and doing a landscaping project. Probably just going to keep it pretty simple, some low maintenance flowers, little bushes to give it some dimension and make it look a little bit nicer. And then we're also going to have the landscape company trim back a couple of these tree limbs, get it out away from the sign so it's a little bit more visible. We're now here over in the middle of one of our phase 2 buildings. And so we've shown you guys this before, the pavilion that was built, the gazebo that was built here.
Pergola.
Pergola, I guess, all the different names for it. Really love how this looks. And what we also added here recently was we got these new picnic tables. Actually, this is the first time I've seen these over here as well. So yeah, these will be real nice. And then I actually personally installed these grills over here. These are real nice, good to go. And then so we have one grill there, and then we have another grill on this side. And then again here, the pool project, we had to postpone because of, again, staffing issues. But yeah, over here is looking really good. The other big project that we're gonna be starting up fairly soon, probably in the next 2 weeks, is changing out all the wall packs, on both sides of the property, phase 2 and phase 1. So all the wall packs are gonna be changed into LED, 150 watt LED flat panels. So it'll be a lot brighter. We're gonna change all the ones that are existing in here, and also adding ones on the exterior that are facing the parking lot. So we're gonna light it up really, really bright. And that's kind of our general thing that we always do at all the properties, is we add a lot of light. So I'm glad to get that part of the project completed. So as you can tell, some of these doors, well, a lot of these doors on our phase 2 side are not in the greatest shape. These are the original doors that came with the property back in the early 80s. So we are going to be replacing all of these. Then they are also going to have keys. So every single building will have keyed entry to each of the hallways. So, you know, adding more security, all those types of things. It just makes the property look better. And you can tell this one doesn't even close properly, really. Doors that we are going to be getting are also self-closing. They have the self-closing hinges, so they will stay shut. The other project on signage is next week. The crew for 4D Signworks is going to be here on site and installing all of our unit signs, our unit ID signs, the door numbers, and the building numbers. And also they are going to be installing a decal in the office that says the Aspen Apartments in front. Like when you just walk in, it'll say the Aspen Apartments. So it'll make the office pop even that much more. Excited to get all these projects complete. All right, now we've come over to our main monument sign over here. So what they did was they took advantage of the existing structure and basically just removed all the existing wood that was on here and put stone, the stacked stone, and then put our new signage, the actual new signage over here. So yeah, it's looking really, really good. And so I really think this is definitely looking a lot better than it was before. And then what we're gonna be doing is putting probably at least for sure an American flag, maybe a Texas flag on these flagpoles, since we have these flagpoles already here. And then of course, again, sprucing up the landscaping here just a little bit. We'll keep this stonework, but yeah, we'll just improve this a little bit, maybe add some mulch, things like that. Yeah, what do you guys think of the sign? I think it looks really, really sharp. So yeah, I'm very happy with how this turned out. While walking back to the leasing office, a lot of the irrigation actually has been done. There was 4 total sprinkler boxes along this side of the property that controls the entire irrigation system for phase 1. And for sure, first irrigation box by the office has been complete. And then there's a second irrigation box that needs to be done. It's pretty close to being done actually. And then there's a third and fourth one that's going to be started up here shortly. So all on the front of the property, along the street, in front of the office, around our main amenity areas, our basketball court, pool areas. We wanted to focus on that first. So that is pretty much all complete. And then we just arrived at our new directional sign. So this new directional sign basically just points everybody back to the leasing office if they missed the first entrance over there, or if they're coming from that direction. And this will tell them where the leasing office is, because that was the problem before. A lot of people couldn't figure out where the leasing office was, so we had to add some additional signage.
I'm now standing in front of our new leasing office. Our stamped concrete entryway is now underway. They should be putting in rebar and pouring sometime this week. And then once that is done, then our arbor project can start. So hopefully that'll be sometime next week. But obviously the Buffalo Springs canopy thing is going to come down, and the arbor should it'll look like this. It should give the leasing office the presence that it needs. One thing that we learned is this leasing office is hard to find. It blends in with the rest of the property. I think it's easier to find now that we kind of cut down some trees. I do think it's easier to find now than before, but the arbor will definitely give it like that grand entrance, and you will never question if you're at the leasing office or not. So let's go on inside. The other thing that got changed is this used to be just one door with two like side lights, and we changed it to a double door so it lets in a lot more light.
Yeah, it's hard to see with all the shadows right now, but it looks really good.
We're now inside the leasing office. So in the last video, we showed you the leasing office before we moved our staff back in. The furniture was here, but they had not come in yet. Now that they've been working out of this office for about a month, they love it. We get compliments all day long from residents and prospects, especially residents who knew what the office looked like before. This is our resident lounge area. So if our leasing consultants are busy, we just ask everyone else to wait here. This is our coffee bar. So you can grab a cup of coffee. There's creamer, sugar, whatever. And then we have a basket of snacks as well. And then a mini fridge with bottled water. So just some nice little amenities. And then here we have our business center. So I'm sure in the last video, well, I know for a fact in the last video, we just put a temporary table there because the contractors hadn't gotten to this part yet. So since we've been gone, they installed this granite slab as the desk, put up some new artwork, and yeah, this is the business center. So prospects can fill out an application here if they don't have a computer at home, or residents can pay their rent here. Also, if they don't have a computer at home, it's just a nice little amenity. Having that extra amenity is always appealing. This is our file room. We just added shelving here. Did it come with this? Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay, so we just added shelving here. Gives them storage, and we have our boxes, and then our key machine. Everybody at the Aspen knows how to make keys, including myself and Alan. We have, these are also new lateral filing cabinets. And then we have, we kept an old filing cabinet for old files. We have a working copier machine that came with, it was pre-existing from Buffalo Springs. It still works, so we kept it. That's the file room. It's pretty spacious compared to what their other file room used to look like. Now we'll move on to the bathroom. It is still a work in progress, but last time there was no sink or toilet. Now we have toilet, a sink. We just need to get the mirror installed. We're gonna change out that light fixture because that finish was chosen before we knew that we only had 2 granite options, and neither of them go with gold. So that has to be switched out. We'll move on upstairs because this, you guys already know about. This was already here. There are really no changes.
Oh, and just so you guys know, the decal that I was talking about earlier, that's going straight up there. So you walk in and then you see the decal right there. Because yeah, we noticed that this wall was just super blank. We love the colors. It's just, if we had the Aspen apartments right there, it'll make it even pop even more.
This table here has actually been very useful. I have seen a number of prospects sit here filling out their application on the iPad, so very useful. About a month ago, in our last video, we did not have railing.
Or steps.
Oh yeah, we didn't even have steps. So those have been installed, and honestly, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it just makes this whole space look so much bigger. The floating staircase right here.
Right, so you come upstairs, and then when you take a right, you enter our conference area. So anytime we have team meetings, this is where we do it. It's been great. Let's see, we just got this TV mounted today. Whenever we have trainings, we have hooked up a laptop to this computer, and we can have trainings, and everyone will be able to see it. So that'll be really good. This is our manager's office. So L-shaped desk, and then she keeps the windows open that overlook the leasing office downstairs. So they talk to each other up and down and are able to hear each other just fine. And then our manager and assistant manager will talk across the upstairs and are able to hear each other just fine. So the design has worked out pretty great. If you walk to the left of the stairs, it's kind of our little dry bar kitchenette area. So there's a microwave, refrigerator, and then, I don't know, just some other random thing.
Extra storage also down there.
Yep. And this is our assistant manager's office. So again, L-shaped desk. It looks identical to the other office.
And also, I don't think the windows were done when we were showing the last time. I don't think so.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, but anyway, windows in each office here. The more light.
So that concludes the tour of the office. They're working out of it now, and everything is going great. We've put up a few more decorations, so that's fun. It's feeling like a welcoming office, and we're hoping that prospects see that and decide that this is the place they want to live.
One thing that we are going to be doing when we get everything finished is having an open house for the entire community here in Amarillo. So we're going to invite everybody into the office. They'll be able to come, invite them to the property, come check out the office, the clubhouse, the pools, check out everything. So, and then we'll have prizes, and it'll be a pretty big event, I feel like. And so that'll be kind of our, grand opening, so to speak, to the Amarillo market. The other thing that Melissa has been working really hard on is getting the model that the staff was working out of back to being a model, and it's pretty much there. The painters are coming tomorrow to paint one of the bedrooms to get it into our paint scheme, and then Melissa will go back in and get all the furniture placed back in and put all the decorations up, and then we'll be able to take some photos and videos and show you guys that. So we'll show you guys that in the morning.
I'm now standing in our model unit. This is our 2-bedroom, 2-bath. We used to use it as our temporary leasing office, but once we moved our team back over there, we were able to get this back to a model. Alan and I put together all of the furniture. We had the walls painted the same gray that we're using in all of our turns. And we kept the existing vinyl plank flooring because they're in pretty good shape. But yeah, let me show you everything that we did.
And the reason why we decided to build all the furniture ourselves, because the company that we had them set up the office furniture and everything, they were going to charge us what?
$9,000.
$9,000 just to set up furniture and decorations and stuff. So it only took us a day or two.
Like 2 days to build furniture, and then
just another half day, really.
Yeah, to rearrange it.
So Yeah, not too bad. $9,000 savings, I'll take it.
So I'm standing in our living room right now. We have this we pretty much have like a blue, orangey coral theme going on throughout the entire apartment. Living room here. If you spin around, we have these big windows. I chose to hang the curtains all the way to the ceiling. These are 96-inch curtains, so it gives the illusion of taller ceilings. And then just like a little entertainment center. This is a fun little feature, but it is a wall clock and it actually works. So if you go over here, we're in our little dining area. Can easily fit a family of 4 around here, no problem. This is our kitchen. We had the counters resurfaced with a white speckle. We had the cabinets painted a dark gray. We still need to get cabinet hardware added, and then we need to replace this faucet with our gooseneck faucet. Black appliances, obviously, and we just kind of added some artwork, and that's pretty much it for that. One of the good things about these apartments is large closets and plenty of closets. So the kitchen has this huge pantry, which is pretty unusual for an apartment, I think. And then if you walk down the hallway, there's a hallway closet. There's stuff in here, but again, more storage. This is one of the 2 bathrooms. This is the hall bathroom. The bathrooms look identical, but again, we resurfaced the counters and then we painted the cabinets gray. This is the secondary bedroom. You can tell it is a pretty spacious room. There's room for a twin bed, a desk. You could still fit a dresser. Yeah. And then if you come in here, this is our master bedroom. So we're able to fit a queen size bed, 2 nightstands on either side, a dresser. But yeah, I really love the way this room turned out. As you can see, we went with a teal coral theme. And then again, we hung the curtains floor to ceiling, which gives it height. And
fun fact, this entire master bedroom was literally just painted this morning. Like
yeah,
earlier
I barely
this
gave
morning.
it time to dry, and I just went ahead and moved the furniture and hung everything up.
And just so you know, paint dries in about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
When I say this apartment has spacious closets, it really does. This is the master closet. We're storing some stuff in here right now, but there's plenty of room for 2 people to store their clothes. And then this is the master bathroom. It looks exactly the same. We just went with the same teal, orangey coral theme. And again, resurfaced countertops, painted cabinets. So I think all of these things bring the apartment but all of these things give the apartment more of a modern flair than it used to be. Like the walls used to be peach, the furniture was dated, like, you know, the dark wood, heavy wood furniture, and so this just looks more modern and more fun and has pops of color. So I think it'll photograph well as well, and we'll be able to use these pictures to advertise. And
all right, and that is the end of this little update for you guys. Melissa and I have been here for about a week, and we actually drive back to Houston tomorrow. Property is in very good hands. We've had a lot of discussions with the entire team here, and things are going very well. So very happy with how things are going. And now all the rehab projects and the renovation should be coming to like a final stage, and then it's just really going forward and leasing and everything. So throughout the summer, just focusing on leasing. And yeah, pricing wise, you know, we had a lot of renewals. Lacey was telling me earlier that we were having like 80% renewal rates, so which is amazing considering that we're bumping them up a lot. And now just leasing, and yeah, just continue to grow the income and make the property perform. So All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.